All right, let's talk about Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears, who, listen, this was maybe Fields' best game of the season. Fields was great in this game, and he's shown real flashes these past several weeks or so. To show his Pro Football Focus grades on the year, again, I know not everyone's cup of tea, but just a tool we can use to start off this video. You see that PFF isn't crazy about him. They have him overall as the 21st graded quarterback, although he is the third best running quarterback on the season, 25th best passing. But, I would kind of say quarterbacks who do this, quarterbacks who are top 5 rushing grade, but maybe not quite as good passing, tend to add more value to a team than the PFF grade typically would give you credit for. Like Lamar Jackson for a while, he was usually better passing, but he's someone who always kind of underperformed PFF grade wise. So, 21st overall as a quarterback might actually be a little higher in terms of how he's actually played. Believe it or not, Pro Football Focus, not a perfect system, just a tool to use, right? But let's get into the film. Let's talk about, some of the throws he was making in this game. I really think this might have been his best game as a pro. He was that good in this one, and he's had good games. The criticism of Fields has never been he isn't capable of playing good games, but he was great in this one. It's third down and goal, man coverage. You see DJ Moore's route on the screen. Okay, going to be a tough throw right off the bat, right? For one thing, you see the weather conditions. Fields is going to take the snap on the hash marks closer towards the bottom of the screen, throwing to the other side of the field. Fields is going to take the snap right here. He looks up. He fires towards DJ Moore, who, if there's separation, there's not much, right? It feels like the defensive player could, easily just reach his hand out and touch Moore if he wants to. So trying to make this throw is, honestly, you could argue ill-advised because it's that little of a window. It's probably not going to work out, right? Especially with the weather. Like this can't happen. Well, it can happen, and it does happen. Beautiful throw from Fields. Good catch from DJ Moore, and they're able to pick up a touchdown. And again, these kind of plays are really difficult to pull off. So the fact that he's doing this, and not just doing this once, it wasn't a one-off thing and then he missed 7 other times. Again, there's going to be missed throws. Every quarterback misses throws, but some of the throws he's making are just crazy. Something like this, for example, it's going to be a 3rd down and 7. It's again DJ Moore, who, we should mention, has done exactly what they traded him to do. He's been a really good number 1 receiver for them, which helps evaluate Fields, right? Watch as when Fields takes the snap, he is again going to look in Moore's direction. He fires in Moore's direction, and DJ Moore has created some, now there is a decent amount of separation. He's, given Fields a window to make this throw. Fields is able to put it on the money. They're able to get a big completion on 3rd and 7, and this was the reason why they went out and got DJ Moore, right? Last year, there, if it's 3rd down and 7 and it's man coverage, no one's open, Fields then would make a mistake and everyone would say, wow, look at how dumb Fields is. Why did he make that throw? Or why did he try to scramble there? Why not try to throw? And, sometimes it would still work out, but sometimes it wouldn't. And when it wouldn't work out, he'd get criticized. Well, now you've just made the job easier for Fields. He can just throw it to DJ Moore, who can get open enough that they can make that work. And you don't have to worry about, anything going wrong necessarily. Heading over to something like this, I do think we should talk about his rushing game. Because, I don't think you can separate that from the evaluation. A lot of people like to say, well, he's a running back, right? That's kind of the criticism they'll say. He's someone he's more of a rusher, and there's no denying, listen, the running ability is what makes him special. That's the good aspect of Fields. But and yes, you do need to be able to be a passer, but what do you do that's special? What makes you special? That's an important aspect of your game, and something like this. So you see the blocking concept on the screen, and you see the halfback is running up to block a linebacker. That's part of the appeal of having a rushing quarterback, right? Is that, you get an extra blocker. Fields is going to take the snap. He, steps up in the pocket, and, right here, there's 2 players for Atlanta that can make a tackle. One is the player that the halfback was supposed to block. Not doing a great job getting in position here. It's a tough play, but can't get in position. So that initial advantage you usually get, you do not get here for Fields. Also, there's a safety who's just left unblocked on this play. But watch how Fields is going to use his acceleration to sprint forward. He picks up the touchdown on that play. Again, that's just his athleticism, right? That's not just rushing quarterback. Because sometimes I'll talk about it in that sense, right? Oh, you're a rushing quarterback, you're able to make things like that happen. Well, just because you get an extra blocker, all of that stuff. Well, in this situation, no, he was able to do more than just your average rushing quarterback would do on that play, right? I mean, if you had just, I don't know, an okay running quarterback who you ran that play with, they're not getting a touchdown there. You needed someone like Fields. Also, this play, hey, it's a DJ Moore play. Who would have thought I'd be talking about him? Yeah, yes, another DJ Moore play. Going to be a one-on-one matchup on this one for Chicago, and watch what happens. Fields takes the snap, gets a clean pocket here, but it also gets rid of the football quickly, so makes it easier for the offensive line. Again, DJ Moore, there's separation right here. It's a little bit hard to see with this angle, but the Atlanta player maybe a yard behind DJ Moore, and getting the timing down is going to be key. Ideally, you don't just want to get the completion, you want to give Moore a chance to run after the catch. And Fields does exactly that. Not a lot more could do after the catch, but still, give him a chance, right? If you're Fields, and for Moore, hey, you got that open. You did your job there. So just this connection is definitely something that's been a real thing this season, and especially as of late. And also something like this. So it's going to be a 3rd down and 8 situation, and Fields does this better than anyone in the league. He does. And if you can do anything better than anyone in the league, I'm interested in that. So watch what's going to happen. As you see, Fields takes the snap. There's an unblocked rusher, which, okay, that is something that I would say is a bit of a criticism with Fields. Sometimes he doesn't always set his, set the assignment the correct way to get, the blocking the way you want it to be. Although here, I wouldn't actually put it on Fields. It looks like the tackle just screwed up. Usually the quarterbacks, will sometimes help out with the center, make sure they're blocking in the right spot, but, the center was blocking in the right spot, so kind of a weird situation. But anyway, Fields is in trouble, right? He's about to get sacked, nothing he can do. Well, I'm bringing up this play for a reason, right? Let's see what that reason was. Watch as Fields is going to get around not just one, but multiple tacklers. I don't know how he did that. I've paused it here because already an incredible job just to avoid the sack. But hey, it's 3rd down and 8. You want to see if you can make something happen. And as you see, Fields is able to make something happen. And listen, there's a ton of value in that. The fact that he can do that, and the fact that, yes, every now and then he takes a sack that he shouldn't because he's trying to get out of a tackle, but more often than not, it's a benefit, not a con, right? The good outweighs the bad with Justin Fields. It's a real thing. You take the negatives because the positives are so much more frequent. But now there is the question of, do you keep Fields for another year? You have that mindset. You definitely could, if you wanted to, trade away the 1st overall pick yet again, have back-to-back years where you didn't, keep the 1st overall pick. You can keep Justin Fields, and hopefully he continues to develop as a player. And even if he doesn't, he's still shown that he belongs in the NFL. And there's you can work with all of that. Part of the issue, I think, with Fields at this point is the rookie contract of it all. It's less about him as a player, but if you're just a solid quarterback, you get paid a good amount of money. Look at how much Daniel Jones just got paid, right? Like quarterbacks, especially young quarterbacks who have promise, who were 1st-round picks, a lot of money is going to go their way. At this point, he's going to be in the last year of his rookie deal. You get the 5th-year option, but that starts to be a little bit pricey. But that's kind of the benefit of if you decide to move on from him, is you could kind of reset the rookie scale, right? Now that you've started to build a team, capable of being around a quarterback, you definitely could get value from Fields if you traded him. He's a valuable asset at this point, but again, to me, it just comes down to how much do you like the quarterbacks. I think it's that simple. If you are in love with Caleb Williams, then draft Caleb Williams. If you're not in love with Caleb Williams or Drake May, well, then trade the pick and get more assets. To me, it's kind of simple, really. Which quarterback do you like better? But that's how I view all of this stuff. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.